It's been a while. That's right. Now I'm gonna give it to you like this. It's another one of those real funky productions. I'ma do the jig, I'ma do the jig, I'ma do the jig, I'ma do it. You can do the jig, you can do the jig, you can do the jig, you can do it. Do the jig, I'ma do the jig, I'ma do the jig, I'ma do it. You can do the jig, you can do the jig, you can do the jig. Okay, it's 5 years later and I'm back in the game. First album sparked the torch, now I'm lighting the flame. Church people gon' hear this thing glowing insane, but I'm gonna keep on giving praise and keep lifting the name. Okay, now verse 1, let me do like this. Let me kick you something cool, real nice, real fresh. Had to make the beat pound, make you feel it in your chest. I write the rhymes for the Lord, so you know I stay blessed. Look at when I do the thing, boy, rock it all night. Studio at the crib, so you know it's sound right. You ain't like gospel rap, man, that's alright. Cause God still got my back and you don't really wanna fight. So look at brand new record, so come and let it spin. I'll be back like an addict at this thing once again. You can find me at this church, maybe lifting up my hands. Church party going on, baby, go and tell a friend. So if you may not know, we gon' keep the thing locked and keep giving God praise to everybody dropping if you want to. I mean, you should, boo. Come on, get up out your seat and move with us, dude. Yeah, so move with us to the beat. Come on, get up out your seat and a nigga to your feet, so move. But it's only if you like, you ain't gotta have fright while you acting uptight, baby, move. Why you wanna stand still? I'm just trying to keep it real with my folks. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Yeah. So let me rock and roll. You can roll while I rock. And when I do the thing, homie, I don't stop. I just keep my hands raised with my hands to the top. Cause I got to give them praise. I ain't gonna let them rock. Yeah. So don't be tripping when you see me up in the church, homie. Yeah, please believe me. Up in the church, doing this work. Maybe in a cool, fresh suit, whole white t-shirt. See, I had to come through and give you something that knock. And ain't no demon in hell that gon' make me stop. I know it took a little while for my album to drop, but I makes it real funky, take his name to the top. Yeah, so that's how we gon' do. I be coming out just strong on that next level, dude. Yeah, so won't you rock with us, dude? Everybody in the house, get up out your seat and move. So move with us to the beat. Come on, get up out your seat and a nigga to your feet, so move. But it's only if you like, you ain't gotta have fright while you acting uptight, baby, move. Why you wanna stand still? I'm just trying to keep it real with my folks. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Yeah. So move with us to the beat. Come on, get up out your seat and a nigga to your feet, so move. But it's only if you like, you ain't gotta have fright while you acting uptight, baby, move. Why you wanna stand still? I'm just trying to keep it real with my folks. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Yeah. Everybody in a place to be. Yeah. You are now rocking to the sounds of real funk. Now let's come on. So move with us to the beat. Come on, get up out your seat and a nigga to your feet, so move. But it's only if you like, you ain't gotta have fright while you acting uptight, baby, move. Why you always stand still? I'm just trying to keep it real with my folks. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I know it's been a minute. Yeah. But y'all know I'm gonna come give it to you like this. Yeah. That's right.
What is going on, y'all? It is your man D-Toe. You're tuned in to FreeDem Radio right here on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Wanted to invite everyone in tonight just for a quick conversation. This conversation will be based around things that's going to be happening this weekend. This is an exciting weekend for those of you who are in gospel music. So much is going to be happening, all of it happening tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a big day for BET, as we will get a chance to have the Stellar Awards 2020, as well as right after the Stellar Awards, we will get a chance to crown Season 10's BET Sunday Best winner, and we are excited for that as well. Now, I tell you what I want to do. I want to have a conversation. I can't have it by myself, so let me bring up my co-host that's hanging out with me for right now, all the way out in Charlotte, North Carolina, singer extraordinaire, graphic designer extraordinaire, my friend, and my She gonna get mad when I say this. My sis. My homegirl, Yolanda Wild Praise Morant. Yolanda,
Hey.
what is going on?
Hey, Saints, no makeup, huh?
It's all good. What you got going on out there?
So I'm just working. I'm in my work glasses. I'm chilling. You know, Saturday night. Isn't today Saturday? A Saturday night. They all run together now. You know, usually you
it is Saturday. Listen, we got a lot to talk about, and we're going to condense this to a short period of time. And here's what I want to do. I do have another co-host hanging out with us. He's actually driving. This is going to be real interesting. My dude, you know him as the co-host of the incredible show Better Together, which airs right here on FreeDem Radio on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. My guy, Ja'Cory Prothrow in the virtual building. Ja'Cory, man, what is going on, brother? I can't hear you. I don't hear you at all. So I don't know what you did with your audio. So that face though, that face. Nah, we don't hear you. You're not muted, so I don't know what you did with your audio. I don't know what is going on. We'll let you figure it out, but we'll keep you in the screen. We'll say something now. Okay. We'll keep you in the screen. We'll let you figure it out. But let's get this whole conversation going. This is a very, very exciting weekend in gospel music. Yolanda, you know it. I know it. Ja'Cory know it. And it's big weekend for gospel music. This is the first time that a lot of these things are happening virtual. And, you know, before I talk about BET's Stellar Awards and the Sunday Best, I want to give a shout out to the Democratic Party. They had an incredible convention this week. Now, I'm not a political type person, but I did take a moment to tune in, and they did an amazing job streaming the Democratic convention this year. And we heard some great speeches from the former First Lady, Michelle Obama, former President Barack Obama, and so many more, the potential upcoming hopeful Vice President elect. I'm already claiming it for Kamala Harris, as well as we heard from hoping to be our future president as well. Had a great time watching that. I don't know if either of you caught any of it. Yolanda, I know you may not be political, and I'm really not, but I did take a moment to watch. Did you get a chance to see any of it?
I haven't seen a lot of it. Please don't hit me, nobody. But I haven't seen it all. But what I will say is there's been a huge amount of conversation, a huge amount of excitement. And so I will say this. I heard a really good friend, shout out to Dominique Thompson, booking, makeup artist, and all, makeup artist management, all that kind of stuff. He said something I think is really key, that anybody that has a platform should be encouraging people to vote. We can do all the great things that we do, talk about all the things we're going to talk about tonight, but, in between your hallelujah and in between getting online to go to work, you should be encouraging people to vote. That is extremely important. So talk about it, tweet it, text it, we do whatever you got to do. But this is like a huge, what I do know, I may not be the most political girl, but what I do know with this is that my mother, my grandmother, and my forefathers fought for the right for me to vote. And so I think it's really important that we not play with it. Do what you got to do. Get your ballot in the mail. So you can go to vote.org. You can make sure that you're all registered. So let's stop right there, because we never talk about this enough. Make sure that all your information is up to date. Yeah. Make sure that you go online. Make sure there's no excuse. So just go online tonight, tomorrow. Make sure that all your information is up to date. Do it tonight, actually. Yeah. Go online. It takes like literally 3 minutes. Just go online, make sure all your information is up to date, and fill out the information so you can get that ballot to you. You don't have to worry about being in line, standing next to people, and all that kind of stuff. Let's not make any reasons or excuses not to get it done. And then take care of that, and let's make sure that we get who needs to be there.
Definitely, without a doubt. I think it's very important. We got Ja'Cory back. Ja'Cory, do we have your audio this time?
Can you hear me?
Kinda. Thank you. Yep, we hear you this time. I don't know what you did, so I don't know what you did. First of all, while you're getting your audio together, shout out to Kim Ryan, who's hanging out with us. I see Theodore Lorraine hanging out with us as well, and others who are hanging out. Feel free to join us on the chat. All you got to do is type in on the chat, and your comment, just like Deidre, may come right up on the screen tonight. And we want to make things happen. Now, Ja'Cory, now I know I see you with your God is Dope t-shirt on. I see you supporting Black-owned business. I think it's great. Now, I think I lost your audio again. Say something to us.
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, we can hear you. Okay, cool. All right, cool. It's all good. I tell you what, this is good. So let's make things happen. This is a ginormous weekend. Tomorrow is going to be the is it the 35th annual Stellar Awards this time? I think it's the 35th.
It is the 35th annual awards. Yes.
Awesome. Shout out to Samaria Kelly. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Thank you for joining us. I see your comment popping up on the screen. We appreciate you joining in and chiming in with us tonight. I see another co-host getting ready to jump in with us in just a moment. We'll give them a chance to get settled and get set to join us. Tomorrow, Ja'Cory, Yolanda, let's start with the Stellar Awards, 35th annual Stellar Awards. And it's been already kind of starting. Some of the winners have already been announced. And I'm no hater. Let me stop long enough to give a shout out to the Internet the Internet Station of the Year, You Gospel. They have won for the second year in a row. So congratulations to them for doing an incredible job and keeping gospel music going on an internet basis. We are super excited for them and glad to see them yet pushing things forward. Funny thing is, here's Ashlyn Cole with the big Yeah, Ashlyn, Ashlyn, she don't be keeping up with the chat that we have going. So she's like, huh? Anyway, it's all good. Glad to have y'all hanging out. Yolanda, give us your thoughts on tomorrow's big event that's going to be taking place virtually on BET. It's going to be hosted by Kirk Franklin, Jonathan McReynolds, and I can't think of the young lady's name right now.
Corinne
Hawthorne, yes. So tell us what you're thinking about the upcoming show tomorrow and what you think it may happen.
I am super excited, actually. I think that most often things in gospel get kind of, looked frowned upon, or the damper happens. The BET Awards did a phenomenal job. Virtually, it was the first time the awards were ever virtual in the whole history of the awards, of course. And so I think Amanda did a phenomenal job hosting. It was amazing, right? So we just want the Stellar Awards to be on that same level of excitement, same level of Black excellence. So I'm actually super excited. I posted something earlier today. Normally I would be, in the Glam Room having fun. Shout out to the Glam Room and Queen Campbell. And so I would be in the Glam Room getting dressed, having fun. But this year we're doing it virtually. So tomorrow, actually starting at 4:00 Central Standard Time and 5:00 Eastern Standard Time, will be the red carpet. So I don't know how that's going to go down. I don't know what all, is going to be involved, but I encourage you. It's going to be live on Facebook, hosted by the Jacqueline Carr. So I made a decision. I'm going to, get up and get dressed. I put on the sequins and stuff, but we are going to get up and we are going to enjoy the day. And, so number one, I highly encourage you, check that out. And then of course, tomorrow, I want to make sure I tell you the right time. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time will be the actual Stellar Awards virtually. So they're going to be performances by, of course, J.J. Harrison, C.C. Winans, Jonathan McReynolds, Bishop Marvin Sapp, Tamala Mann, Pastor Mike Jr., and many, many more. So I'm actually really excited. I totally love Stellar Weekend. I've been going every year for about 5 years, and it has changed my life in numerous ways. But I'm just actually super excited. I think, we have to support our own, and the only way we're going to be able to continue to have great things like this is if we support it. Sunday best included. If we don't support it, it won't live.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And tomorrow definitely going to be exciting. I'm very, very curious to see how they put the whole thing together, especially since it's virtually and everybody's going to be in different places. I'm curious to see how the MCs vibe with one another being virtual. So I'm curious to see how that's going to work. Ja'Cory, I know you driving and seem like you rolling down the street. Never mind. Anyway, I mean, give me. Tell us what you're thinking, and then you took your hands off the wheel. Okay, tell us what you're thinking about tomorrow's Stella Awards, man. The floor is yours.
I'm really excited, and the reason I say that is a lot of us are bored with this quarantine. It's gotten real. Well, in California, it's hot. The sun is.
Okay.
Outfit together.
Okay. So now your signal was going in and out, but you got it. Keep going. It's on you.
Fresh head, get lined up, already. So I do miss, all of that antagonism.
I feel you. Yeah, I hear you. I think tomorrow is going to be very, very interesting, to say the least. Shout out to again to Kim Ryan, who is cracking up because Ja'Cory's having connection issues. It's all good. Now, I'm curious to see the performances. I'm curious to see how everything is going to come together. I'm very curious to see. So what happens when the people win the award? Do they get a chance to still do their speech, their acceptance speech virtually? How is that going to work? These are all the things that I am super, super curious to see. Now, I know it's going to be put together well, but the winners, what happens with the winners? Yolanda, tell me your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen with the winners in terms of how they're going to do their acceptance speech?
Well, so if you don't know me, my name's Yolanda Morant, and I'm a creative. So when he said that, immediately I thought, oh, you just tape all the people's acceptance speeches at one time. Okay, you're in this category. If you win, send us your speech. If you win, send us your speech. It may be the only way, so it comes off successfully. I mean, on the creative media side. So it comes off successfully. That probably is the best way, and then it goes from there. So I'm sure this took quite a minute. So really hats off to the Stellars in advance. I mean, they could have just said, they'll do nothing at all. So, I really actually, I give the Stellars a hard time sometimes, but I salute them for pushing through. That's probably not easy to do, and still make sure, these are people, what they do for a living, their jobs and things like that. So I salute them for that. I'm serious. I can't believe how excited I am. I'm just like,
yeah, I'm excited myself. I'm so excited that normally this whole thing is taped in Las Vegas. I'm so excited that I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, but I think I like it. So tomorrow, I'm going to be watching the Stellar Awards. I'm so excited. I'm going to sit at the Orleans Arena tomorrow, and I plan to watch it directly. You understand? At the place where it should have been taped at.
Wow.
I'm Arena tomorrow, watching this whole thing live. Ja'Cory, you good?
Yeah. So you in Vegas?
I'm not at this very moment, but in the Icana and in the Shata, it won't be long. And I'm looking forward to being able to share and walking across the stage that I should have been walking across.
We didn't spoke that thing, so we're about to see it, but we got to put some work. We got to work into it. But there is one artist that I'm waiting to see tomorrow. I'm a crazy fan of Keela Richardson, and I believe she's going to be one of the featured artists that's going to be doing a little something tomorrow. So I'm stoked. I'm ready to see this. And then right after, you got Sunday Best coming on. So we got going on tomorrow.
So let's. I mean, that's a great segue. I was just ready to mention that whole thing. So right after that, right after the Stellar Awards, we going right into the season finale of season 10 for BET Sunday Best. Now, we've all had our chance to watch it from day one, and even though this year's season was kind of rushed, kind of hurried, I still think it was pretty good. And tomorrow we get the chance to crown a winner. It's down to two wonderful young ladies from two different cities. One that Yolanda is very, very close to, that in the name of Stephanie. And then we have, what is her name? Jada Spice, who is also an incredible singer, and another young lady who is a force to be reckoned with. So I'm excited to see that as well tomorrow. Now, obviously, I won't be able to be at Tyler Perry Studios personally tomorrow to see everything go down, but I am curious to get you all start. So, Yolanda, I'm going to start with you. Tell me what you're thinking about tomorrow's Sunday Best finale.
I'm just excited. I think, you should always use wisdom. Of course, I'm Team Stephanie all day. I've known Stephanie all my life. And so what everybody's experiencing today, I have been, Colorado, we've been experiencing it for 20 plus years. She's always been like this. That's just the truth. Whether it was one person in the building or it was 5,000.
Wow.
She's just always been this girl. So, she definitely deserves to this moment. She definitely deserves this platform. But I also believe, that Jada obviously has a story to tell too.
Definitely.
And so in wisdom, amen.
Yeah.
In wisdom, I believe whoever is meant to have it will. That's what I believe. I believe when years ago when Fantasia won American Idol, I just believe, and I've always believed that was meant for her. When a security guard slides you in the back door, that was meant for you.
Yeah.
When Leandria shows up in flip-flop, and I love Lee all day, my girl. When you show up in flip-flops and a t-shirt and you sing like, and from my understanding, she's been singing like that all her life.
Yeah.
It was meant for her.
Yeah.
The only Sunday Best contestant to win a Grammy. Hey.
Wow. That's huge. That is mammoth.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm reading. At the end of the day, it's about what you do with it. Now that I will say, you can win or you can lose.
Yeah.
But it's about what you do with it from there. So I'm excited. I think this is a really phenomenal time in gospel music, and it's just really about what we do with it right now. If we choose to just think we can do what we've been doing before, he didn't ask me to preach that little part. It's not going to work. We have to up our game so that we can remain relevant. So all that to say, I'm just excited, man. I'm truly like geeked.
I think it's going to be great. Now, all of us, those of us from the Bay Area, Jacory included, we all was rooting for Ashlyn Cole from the gate, and I think she's hanging out with us. Hey, Ashlyn, you can join us if you like, but we always rooting for Ashlyn, and obviously she did an amazing job.
Yes,
and now we're down to two. And Jacory, man, I mean, we got two powerhouses in Jada and Stephanie tomorrow. Give us your opinion, your thoughts on tomorrow's finale.
I'm really, really excited. I've actually connected a lot with Stephanie because it's something about a woman and their motherly guidance. We've reached out, we've talked a lot, and I just like the wisdom that's on her. But Jada's, she got that little riff and them little. It's just gonna be good. I think it's time for a freshness, a newness in gospel music, and I just pray either way it goes that they're ready to take it to the next plateau.
Yeah, I'm with you, and I think both of them, whichever one of them wins, I think both of them would be great representatives for the Sunday Best brand. I think they'll both be great representatives for the gospel music brand. I mean, I hate to. It's amazing that we have called gospel music a brand now, but it's more than just having anointing and having a great voice, but there's a business that goes along with it. And as I think that we talked about this a few weeks ago, I just hope that both of them are going to be, called upon from here on out for at least for the next year. They'll be able to ride that out. And I just hope that they have a great team around them that will be able to extract from them the best that is in them. It's one thing just to have a name and be able to, to be visible on the TV screen. But after that, you still have to be able to have a team around you, a team to dress you, so to speak, a team to make sure your makeup is good, a team to make sure that your wig is on straight, whatever it is that you may be doing. I mean, not trying to be funny, but I'm just saying, as you move forward, they're definitely going to need a team around them that can help push them to their next dimension. And in having that team, it's not always going to be a yes person that's going to be the best candidate to be on your team. Let me say that one more time. It's not always going to be a yes person that's always going to be the best candidate to be on your team to push you forward. Yolanda and Jacory, I want to kind of unbox that just a little bit. Yolanda, I'll go with you first. I mean, tell me what you're thinking about the post Sunday Best experience for both of these artists.
I just think you evolve as a person. You evolve as an artist. You know, my wonderful friend, brother Cedric Reed, said something to me yesterday, within like the past 24 hours, 48 hours or so. And he said, what makes the difference between a singer and an artist is the journey. Say it one more time. For somebody way, way, way in the back that's cooking in the kitchen.
That's good.
What's the difference? The difference between a singer and an artist is the journey. And so, you know, we are, as he would say, God made us, we're a narrative. You know, our life is constantly building, and you have to be open. You know, Demetrius said it best. Being an artist, I think the illusion sometimes with singing gospel music is that it's just all Jesus, Jesus. And while Jesus should be the forefront, so should your presentation. Yeah. So should your life. So should, you know, your team, who represents you, your village. You know, who's the bad cop, who's the good cop, who is the person who tells you absolutely not. You know, I mean, everybody needs people like that in their life, period. So it has to be a whole conjunction of things. And I just think these two young ladies have evolved through this whole process, and so have the other artists.
Yeah.
You know, I'm careful, you know, with your words, with my words particularly, but I just believe that if you're open to the journey and you're open to the hard work, then anything is possible and anything's achievable for you. But you have to be open to the work.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen without that.
Absolutely right. You're absolutely positively correct, and no greater words could be spoken because, you know, the journey. First of all, I don't know why I always say these things, and y'all set me up to say this stuff. But the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. The very first step was them going to the audition. Next step was them getting picked to be a top 20, then the top 10, and now, you know, matriculating, that's a good church word, matriculating through the process, and now they are the top 2. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. Now, Jacory, I'm getting ready to come to you, but you wouldn't want me to come to you without letting you all know that we have a break-in, and the break-in that we have is someone that you are quite acquainted with, and, you know what I'm saying, every now and then you just got to walk it out. You got to walk it out. Hey, walk it out. Hey, walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out.
Hey.
I don't know that I'm downstairs.
So nobody told me that today was the God is Dope t-shirt day. Nobody told me this, you know, but it's cool. Ashton, you're on mute. So you got
that is super funny. Was because I'm on the treadmill. So what's up, y'all? Somebody laughed. Look, I said I'm on the treadmill. Somebody laughed. I was like, I better jump on here so they can see I'm actually on the treadmill. So
no, we believe you.
Jesus, look. This is day 2, y'all. I'm on a new regimen. Today is day 2, 45 minutes in the morning, 45 minutes at night. My eating window is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I have a trainer. I have a nutritionist. Lord, there's 40 extra pounds, 35 extra pounds on my body. I'm done with it, y'all. I'm done. I'm so sick and tired of being overweight. It's just not cool. And look, I saw the pictures of me from Sunday Best and I was like, who is that? Like, for real, who is that? I didn't even recognize her. So I'm getting it, y'all. So I'm super excited. But look, I had to look. No, I didn't check my DM, so I didn't know. But now I know. So here I am. What's up?
It's all good. Listen, you're doing your thing. As a matter of fact, I need to get your big tail up and walk around the block a few times myself. You understand? Because listen, this being swollen stuff ain't no joke. You understand? My whole mid region, it's a whole nother person. Feel like, but you got me inspired. And if y'all can see, I know y'all see Jacory because I know Jacory got something to say. But Jacory, we was talking about teams and putting stuff together and preparing yourself for the after effect of Sunday Best. Give us your opinion on that. And actually, we'll come to you and ask you the same question. But Jacory, I mean, tell me what you're thinking, man, about this whole, not just the journey to this point, but the after effect, what happens after this?
Well, you know, my thing is, because I've tried out 5 years in a row, and I've gotten through every 5 years, but I just haven't gotten to the plateau pool of the top 20, praise God. But my thing is, in going, it's always been the connection and the launch for me. It's never been, oh, I got to be the winner. I want to be the winner. Of course, you always want to be the winner. But at the end of the day, there's so many avenues of win and success that comes along with the brand and the whole artistry of the Sunday Best theme. So my thing is, at the end of the day, look like Keela Richardson. She didn't win, but she's one of the only ones that's performing on the Stellas on tomorrow night. You got Jamal Roberts. He just came out with a single. So, I mean, the thing is, take the launch in any direction that God is going to give you a launch and use it to the best of your ability.
I think that's good. That's really, really good. Now, Ashlyn, I don't know how much talking you'll be able to do while you're walking, but one thing I have enjoyed watching you with this journey is that you've utilized this platform to expand your reach. I'm gonna say it again. Ashlyn has used this platform to expand her reach. And, you know, she's already someone who uses social media, but now she's using her social media reach a little bit further. And I guess she may have fell off the treadmill, but the way that she's using her social media, I think is absolutely amazing. And so, you can't hear me? Okay, it's okay. Let me remove you real quick. Bring you back. Can you hear me now? Can you? Maybe because you took one AirPod out. Maybe that's what it is. But the one thing I like about Ashlyn and what she has been doing is using her social media platform to the best of her ability. Case in point, before Sunday Best started, Ashlyn may have had she might have had maybe, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 followers on Instagram. I looked. Let's look right now because I know she's been boosting. Let's see, Ashlyn. This is what you got to do, people. So now Ashlyn has over 10,500 plus followers on Instagram. Now all of a sudden, all of these people can partake of what she's expressing, and she's increased herself by increasing her brand. She's gone back and revisited her website, freshened up her website, has created a T-shirt line that you all can partake of, and be able to help another great person in business. So, you know, I think, Yolanda, as people start growing or moving or being removed from the platform on the stage, I still think that there is an avenue of success that they should be able to utilize to their benefit. So tell me what you're thinking about that. You have to unmute yourself, but tell me what you're thinking about that whole thing of now utilizing this opportunity to either rebrand or brand yourself.
I believe it's 1,000% about consistency. And so I believe, I'm not gonna say, I was just speaking to someone tonight about the same thing. You know, sometimes I just believe people make it much harder than it really is. I don't think it's without work. It requires work. It requires time. But one thing you have to do is be consistent. You know, so sometimes you may not have a lot of content. Like right now, if you're an artist and you're watching, there's no reason that you haven't shared the Stellars tomorrow in your stories on Instagram, on Facebook. That's just a click. Like, you have to be consistent and you have to show support to those that you want support from. So I think that's a part of it, being totally consistent. If you're not the biggest social media person, you know, then find people that are, you know, connect with those that okay, they may know a little bit more than you, you know, and it's social media. Let me just talk about the social media part real fast.
Yeah.
It's social media. Pastor Sam Franklin said this one day. It's social media. You have to be social. So you have to, you know, I mean, again, I think people, if I could say this line, I think sometimes there's been some gray area about social media. There is some bad. I've been on social media since the dinosaur age, since MySpace.
Yeah.
Some people they don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
I've been on for a long time, and this is the truth. I've had almost zero to none type of infractions or drama of confusion, whatever, because it's just some things that are not worth responding to. So what does that have to do with branding? People are watching you. I promise you. People are watching you. Execs are watching you. People that own companies that have big money that run for days and days and days. They are watching you. So you have to be careful about what you comment on, what you post, what you share, what you like, and just be consistent. Just be consistent. Post content. If you're an artist, if you're a preacher, we should get some kind of word from you every day. It doesn't have to be deep and mystical. It can be a Bible verse, and you can give a little 1 line or 2 line about that. If you're an artist, we should see music from you. Post an old video if you posted once, or somebody that didn't see it 6 months ago. So post it again, and post and support other people. Again, if you're artists, we should see something about the Stellars on your platform, something about Sunday Best, something about this. So to me, personally, and with professional experience, it's really about consistency and posting great content. Brandy and Monica, you may not sing gospel, okay? Brandy and Monica are doing, the verse thing. Oh my God, it's gonna be so freaking incredible.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I went to Brandy's page and I shared that in my Insta story. It just doesn't take anything away from me. So blah blah blah.
So basically, what you're saying is that artists, whether you're working on new music, whether you're having gigs or whatever, you're saying that they should be posting, if not once a day, every other day or every few days on social media.
You should be posting at least 1 to twice a day consistently. If you're not going to post, okay, so we're being really specific. If you're not going to post once a day, then post every other day. So if you always post on Mondays, post on Mondays. If you always post on, be consistent. Every now and then you throw a curveball. But if you're an artist, and I always say this, until you get to, if he's asking my advice, until you get to Kim Kardashian level and you can post a banana and 5-10 million people like it, then you have to keep posting. You have to be consistent. You have to use hashtags. If you post a Bible verse, Jesus wept, but that's all you post and there's nothing else there, nobody sees it because of the way the algorithms work and the way it's constantly changing. Facebook and Instagram don't really work all the same. So I don't know everything, but what I do know, I'm willing to share. Be consistent. If you wrote a book and you posted it and you say nobody's buying my book, well, you may not know who you are. It's not personal.
Yeah.
Just that everybody's writing books.
That's good. As a matter of fact, I want to come right back to you in just a second about hashtags. But before we do that, here's what I want everybody to do that's watching. Now, I know it's not a whole lot of us watching, and it's okay. But here's what I want everybody to do that is watching. If you are on Instagram, post in the chat right here your Instagram handle. I want everybody, if you are on Instagram, post your Instagram handle and let's follow each other. Let's start by following each other. So if you're on Instagram, take a moment in the chat, put in your Instagram handle. I'll do the same thing myself. I'll do it from the FreeDem Radio page, of which all of you should already be following us. But if you're not, I'm going to post it and make sure that it's there. It's at FreeDem Radio. We want you to do that. And I'll post D Tollefreeze as well, DTOLEFREE. Make sure that you are on social media. I mean, that's one way to expand your world, expand your business, expand your reach. So these are things that are available. So I see people doing it. I see yours, Wild Praise. I see Sidria as well. Awesome. So if you are on Instagram, post your handle in the chat right now, and I'll even put it on the screen so other people can see it. All right, so we'll start with Yolanda. She's done that. Awesome. FreeDem Radio has done that. There you go. We've got Lady Sidria Yvette Clark, who we are praying for. Sidria lost her father earlier this week due to COVID, and I just want to just stop and mention her name and let you know, hey, Sidria, we are praying for you, your family, your husband, your mother, your brother, and everybody attached to you. We want to just stop and be able to do that. All right. I see people still posting. What's going on, Stacey Williams? She has posted hers. Shine on half a dime. Okay. My sis out in Texas, Jasmine Bush. What is going on, Jasmine? Who is a great photographer. Now you want to talk about somebody that can take some pictures. Now I'm working on my photography, trying to get there one snap at a time. But you want to talk about somebody that's there? That is my girl, Jasmine Bush. All right, Colette Smith, I see you there as well. And so many others are starting to chime in. This is good. Now, before we go too much further, shout out to my cousin, John Saunders, who is hanging out with us. What is going on, sir? Good to see you hanging out with me as well. Here's what I want you to do, Yolanda. You talked about not just posting, but now you have also opened up our understanding, or at least you've told us what we should be doing, and that is not just posting, but we should be using to our benefit the power of hashtags. So I want you to take a moment and to talk to us briefly about what hashtagging can do and how it can expand your world.
You can leave us like this. I don't have to take up the whole screen. Okay, so hashtagging. So again, I never claim that I know everything, but I'm always willing to share what I do know. So this is how hashtags work in layman's terms. Okay, so let's say you hashtag FreeDem Radio. First of all, you need the pound sign, which is a hashtag, right? So you need the pound sign, and it needs to be all one word. So symbols don't work in hashtagging, like if the @ sign, the exclamation mark, things like that. None of that works. Okay, so it needs to be words. It can be numbers. So it needs to be all, close together, no spaces. So let's say you hashtag FreeDem Radio. What happens is that goes to the feed. And so it's in the feed in Instagram. And so every time somebody pushes hashtag FreeDem Radio, then there's more of that's going to show up, right? It's more, it builds and builds and builds and builds and builds. So over time, what you really should do, and I got this trick or a tip from the T-Meal. From the T-Meal, it's like over the top of here, right? From the T-Meal. So what you do is with hashtags, let's say I always hashtag everything, no matter what. So it says hashtag FreeDem Radio. Then what you do a couple hours later, maybe even the next day, you go back to that same post. You click on your picture or your post, click on that FreeDem Radio hashtag, and you go to recent. Then you click on, you kind of double tap through, check before, make sure it's not crazy, but double tap, FreeDem Radio, FreeDem Radio, blah, blah, blah. Go and like something that you saw, maybe, something that treat your interest. So let's use a wider hashtag like hashtag love. So you go to that, that's going to be a very wide hashtag. And you click on that, things in that area. Again, depending who you are, be careful what you like. And then you may comment or something like that. What does that do? That raises you up, raises you up in the feed. And so the more you do it, the more you raise. Now, you can say, Yolanda, that sounds silly, but it works.
So wait a minute. Hold on. Let me make sure, because you're teaching me something on the social media game that I did not know. So you're telling me when I post a picture and I use a hashtag, and I do use hashtags. I just, I want to give a shout out. She may not be hanging out with us tonight, but I want to give a shout out to Deion Jackson, who has put me up on the hashtag game as well. Also, before I jump into it, let me just put up here, we were talking about artists. I want to give a shout out to David Briggs Johnson, who says, to be a great artist, you've got to put in the work. God opens the door for you to walk through and work the vision. I believe that wholeheartedly. Shout out to Sharon Jackson hanging out with us, and Karen Weston out in Baton Rouge. That's how they say it out there. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You understand? Hanging out with us as well. Also, shout out to Carla Anderson, my homegirl, who has also put up her Instagram name as well. And so many more that's hanging out with us. Don't forget, keep putting that in there. If you are on Instagram, put in the chat your Instagram name. We want everybody to be able to follow each other. So now let me go back to what you just said so I can make sure that I'm getting clear understanding to make myself more visible. I post a picture, which I do, every couple of days just to stay relevant. I use some hashtags, whatever the hashtag may be. Right now, I've been using hashtag BLM for Black Lives Matter, no matter what I post. Mm-hmm. I've also been using for my photography. I've been using hashtag amateur photography or amateur photographer. And, some different people have been doing that. So you're saying after I do that, the next day, come back to that picture. And then what should I be doing from there?
So about within 24 hours now. Again, it was a little while since she put out this tip, but this is what I gathered. Is within let's say with a 24-hour period, you go back to that same hashtag, you go back to that same post, click on a couple of those hashtags, you go to recent. It's going to bring up what's ever popular, and it's going to bring up recent. You go on the recent side, and then it's going to show everything that's attached to that hashtag. And you just kind of float through and like things that attract you, right? I don't like stuff that I don't like things that I don't like.
Yes.
So like things that attract you, pending who you are, if you're past or something like that, be careful what you like. Use wisdom. Yep. And then you may go comment. You leave an emoji, or you may say, oh, I really like that, or you may follow that person, or but just you got to be engaged. It's social media. You got to be engaged. So until you get to Kim Kardashian, you can't just post something and think 8,000 people are going to like it. And some people say, well, I have 10,000 friends, or, I'm like Ashlyn, I have 10,000 friends. Well, It's the way the algorithms work, which are a little complicated. So all 10,000 people are not going to see that. That's really the illusion of social media now. It's not like it was when it first started and you saw something and everybody liked it. It's kind of changed a little bit. So you have to be involved. The other thing is Instagram stories. Simple, easy. Listen, take the same that you posted, click that little arrow, share it to your Instagram stories. Say, oh man, I really love Brandy and Monica. Go to Brandy's page, or go to Monica's page, or go to the Versus page, share that. And then you can tell you another little trick. Those little cute little, GIFs, GIF. It's a moving, it's a moving graphic. Add that. I know you're saying what, but I can't explain it all in one day. I can tell you that it does work.
Okay.
My story numbers have went up, and so I know it's not all about numbers. We should be having fun. We should be engaging. We should be supporting. But if you are an artist, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're trying to build a business, you need those numbers. I'll give you one last quick tip. That's what people who invest look at. They look at your numbers. That's the story for them. So let's say church. For church, the story is your testimony. God brought me out. He made a way. But for people who are going to invest in you, another tip another friend gave me, it is the story they want to hear are your numbers. Your numbers. So I guarantee you, I'll pick on Ashlyn since she's part of FreeDem. I guarantee you people are watching. Because in a very short amount of time, she went from whatever number she was at before and she jumped. The way she was able to do that partly was being consistent. You can't not post on, so you can't post tomorrow, oh, it's a Stella Award, and then no one sees you again for 3 weeks. It's not going to work. Everybody's at home. Everybody, like this is a lot of talk, but I get excited when I talk about everybody's at home. Everybody's attention is kind of diverted in other areas. I even use the Clark sisters. One reason their movie, which was exceptional, but the one reason why the numbers were so high was because everybody was at home. We weren't at musicals. We weren't at work. We weren't at church. Everybody was at home. Use this time to your advantage.
That's good. I like that. And I want to give a shout out to Jasmine as well, and I mentioned Jasmine, who's out in Texas. Want to also give a shout out to my dude, Seymour Bryce, out in Manteca of California. My homegirl, Carla T. Galbraith, up in Sacramento. I'll mention some things that she just said in a moment. Jasmine made a comment, though. She says, another IG tip is also make sure that you don't follow more than half the number of people that are following you. Now, that is something hard to do. I know, some people are trying to get their numbers. So what they do is follow as many people that they can follow in hopes that they will follow them back. And I've been told, not just by Jasmine, Deion Jackson have told me the same thing, and other people have told me the same thing. I have yet to listen. But I'm doing the best that I can to try to make this happen. Also want to give a shout out. Carla mentioned this as well up in Sacramento. She says the algorithms rather build your exposure, which I absolutely agree. I don't even know how we got on this thing. We were just talking about Sunday Best and talking about the Stella Awards tomorrow, and all of a sudden here we are talking about Instagram. So I'll put mine up there since we're talking about Instagram. Follow me at the Toll Free. Again, those of you who are watching us, if you haven't done so, if you're on Instagram, do us all a favor. Let's all support one another. If you're on Instagram, put your Instagram handle with the @. Put your Instagram handle in the chat. We would love to be able to post it on the screen, and we all want to be able to follow each other as well. We want to follow each other. Each one reach one, or each one follow one, or that nature. So we just want to expand our world and follow the people who are a part of this community here today and make some things happen. Samaria Kelly says somebody needed to hear this. You are exactly right. My boy Seymour Bryce, who is a comedian on the side, he says that I don't follow him at all. You know what, Seymour, man, follow me to the bowling alley. Follow me there, brother, and let's put this scrap on the bowling wood and let's see what we got going. Anyway, listen, we are almost out of time. We've actually gone longer than I had anticipated. But before we go, let me throw out this shameless plug. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this. In just 6 days, my number is changing. I'm about to turn 50. In just a few short days. I cannot believe it. But I tell you what, let me give you this personal invite from Allegra. Take a listen at this.
Hi everyone, this is Allegra Toll-Free, here to give you a personal invitation to Demetrius Toll-Free 50th birthday celebration. Friday, August 28th at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. It's going to be a time of celebration and reflection over the last 50 years of his life. Many singers and musicians will come together, many of whom will sing songs from his previous albums. As part of the celebration, we have D-Toll t-shirts available for purchase on ProBlackOnline.com. That's ProBlackOnline.com. Finally, if you would like to submit a 60 to 90 second video, email it to Jakari at att.net. That's Jakari, Jacoree at att.net. Remember, this is your personal invitation, and we can't wait to see you on Friday, August 28th at 7 o'clock p.m.
And just as she mentioned, this is the funniest part of the whole birthday celebration. Those t-shirts that you're making reference to, they are available. And many people have purchased these. So shout out to my guy Hassan Thomas over at Pro Black Online for coming up with this idea for the D-Toll celebration. You can still get yours. I know some people recently ordered theirs. Let me put it on the screen. ProBlackOnline.com. All right, there you go. It'll be in the chat, and I'm going to put it on the screen just as soon as I can. So I'm just a few days away from turning 50, and would love to have all of you come and hang out with us on next Friday, or Friday coming up, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do it directly from my page, from the Demetrius Toll-Free page, and it's going to be a great, great time to make things happen. Gay Harris says that she got hers. Okay, Gay, good. I can't wait to see you take your pictures in them. Her birthday's coming up next month, and I can't wait to do what we are trying to do. Now, Yolanda, as we get ready to close, we've got a few more minutes that I want to share. And again, we can't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a great, great day in gospel music, as it will start with, hopefully it starts with you going to church. All right. Hopefully it starts with you going to church virtually at your preferred house of worship. And then later on in the day at 3, I think it's at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Am I right? Is that right, Yolanda?
Which part?
For the Stellar Awards. What time does Stellar Awards air?
So church in the morning, wherever you go to church. I hope our fellow, boss go down the list. Church in the morning, 4:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, or 5:00 p.m. Central Eastern Standard Time, will be the red carpets virtually at facebook.com/Stellar Awards. And then at 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be the Stellar Awards on BET. So, if you got to get your cable from Nuck Nuck and Pookie and them, hey, do whatever you got to do. So just come on and watch it.
I'm not mad.
Or your phone, whatever you're doing. But make sure you tune in. And then, of course, right after that will be Sunday's Best. And the two, we will see who wins the award.
Most definitely. Shout out to my guy, Lamar Edwards. Man, haven't seen you in forever. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us as well. Listen, tomorrow's going to be a great day. Now, and of course, in a few days, I turn 50. All of that is wonderful. I can't wait to celebrate and hope to see you all on Friday. But Yolanda and I have been talking offline. We talk quite frequently about, different projects. And I'm already getting a head start. I'm already getting a jump start on FreeDem Radio's 10th anniversary. It's coming up next year. And this year has just been shooting by. But it's time for a rebrand. FreeDem Radio is getting ready to rebrand, and I've got some incredible ideas. Now, I'm not that person that always comes up with all the great ideas, but I've got an idea that is going to make some things happen. Shout out to my guy out in Los Angeles, George Gibson. What is going on, man? Glad to see you hanging out with us. Seymour Bryce talking about bowling in Alameda tonight. Man, I'm not going to no Alameda. Anyway, listen, we're getting ready to rebrand. We're getting ready to make some things happen. We're getting ready to take FreeDem Radio to the next level. Now, if any of you who are watching me, if you have a show idea, many of you probably are saying, hey, I want to get into radio. It can't be that hard. It may not be that hard. It really isn't. If you have a great show idea, or if you've always wanted to be in radio and you think this might be your time, as Yolanda mentioned, everybody's at home. This is a chance to expand your world. This is that chance to go beyond your normal. And let me just tell you, when you stretch yourself, a mind stretched never returns to its original state. So this is a chance for you to be stretched. And if you think that you have a radio show idea that you would like to have on FreeDem Radio, hit us up. Email us, info@freedomradio.com. Let me put it on the screen. info@freedomradio.com. You can email us, and if you have a particular show idea that you may want to explore with FreeDem Radio, hit us up. Let us know. We'd love to have conversation with you. One of our team members, see me sounding out corporate now. One of our team members will reach out to you and respond, let you know that we've got your email, and do what we can to help make your thoughts and dreams come true. You never know. The next voice on FreeDem Radio might be yours. Listen, it's time for us to get ready to get out of here. But before we go, Yolanda, thanks for taking some time out to make this happen. Appreciate you doing what you do. Thank you, Kim, who's wishing me a happy early birthday. Thank you so much. Takita, speaking of expanding your world, in just a few short weeks, Yolanda, your homegirl and mine, from Memphis, Tennessee, Takita Peterson Carter will be bringing her show to FreeDem Radio. I am so excited. She and I had a meeting and had a conversation earlier this week, and we give a quick training session to get her up and running with her radio show. I cannot be more excited, as if this was my show. Takita, this is a long time coming. We can't wait to hear your show. It will be airing on Wednesdays. I'll get the exact time. I'll get the exact name, but it's going to be absolutely amazing. We're expanding our world by now having a representative in that Nashville area, part of that whole Bible Belt area. And we want to be, actually, I said Nashville, Memphis, that Memphis area, that whole part of that Bible Belt. And we want to be able to get some more great people on FreeDem Radio. Before we go, Yolanda, any closing comments, final thoughts that you might want to share?
Listen, life is a bowl of cherries, honey. I'm serious. There's no reason at this point. I will say this. I know we wrapping up is late. There's no reason not to be able to get to where you're trying to go. None. So I used to keep. I've known her for 20 plus years. The girl has so many businesses and so many things she does. There's just no reason. The whole world has slowed down just long enough for you to get it done. So, hey, let's get it done. and let's support, others that are trying to do great things.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's a really big day in gospel music. And so, again, I always say, if you don't like it, that's cool. Just turn the TV on and do something else. But I'm just asking that people support. It's going to be a great day. Get up, tune in to somebody's church, even if it's not your own. TD Jakes, somebody that you like, get a word from the Lord. Get up, you may not be able to, get all dressed up and put a suit on or put a dress on with a hat, but get up, get dressed, get motivated. If you just stay there, then nothing's going to happen. So I'm excited about tomorrow. I think it's going to be a super, 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 super. I cannot tell you, I've never been this geek without being in the actual city. So I'm super excited about tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. Again, I plan on being as close to the events as I possibly can. And when we hang up, or when we get off this live stream in just a couple moments, I am going to search some hashtags. I'm going to find something great to post. Maybe we'll be posting something that FreeDem Radio has to say about the Stellar Awards and Sunday Best. You just never know. But make sure you follow us. Shout out to my homegirl, Sunny Vaughn. What is going on, Sunny? Glad to see you. And so tomorrow's gonna be an exciting day. We want to be able to make this happen. I want to mention something that it was Samaria says. She says, let's connect, and we should connect. She says, I'd like to be a guest one day. We can make that happen sooner than later. We can make that happen. Look forward to making that happen. We're going to get ready to go. But as we get ready to get out of here, again, thank you all for hanging out with us. Don't forget, if you're on Instagram, put your Instagram handle in the chat. I'm going to go back through this and make sure that we follow everybody and make that happen. We're going to expand our world. Anything else you want to say, Yolanda, before we go?
So 2 things I want to say. I had a great idea. It's going to get up a little late tonight, but I'm going to post a Sunday lineup. You remember TGIF when we were in the early 90s? It was a lineup for Friday. I'm going to post a Sunday lineup. It's going to be online tonight, so just follow Wild Praise. It's going to be a little late. It might show a little late, but I'm going to post it. We're going to share it on FreeDem about all the great things happening tomorrow. So there's no reason why you could have missed it. The last part is maybe there is a show. You say, I've never been a host before, but maybe you are all things makeup. We don't have a makeup artist. So maybe you are all things fitness. Maybe you are all things money. We would love to have you. So I know he said, but sometimes you're like, oh, he's the boss. We would love to have you be a part. You're all things music. You know about choir directing. You know about vocal training. Listen, it's really a little bit easier than it seems. It just takes some consistency. So come be a part of us. We'd love to have you.
It's easier than you think. So says the person that don't want to have her show on here.
I'm coming.
All right. Coming. It's all good. Most definitely. We're going to make this happen. So tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get ready to get out of here. Thank you, Yolanda, for hanging out with us. We're going to leave out of here with some great gospel music. And before we go, let me just tell you one more time. Follow me on Instagram at DTollFree, at DTOLEFREE, as well as you can follow the radio station at FreeDem Radio. That is on Instagram, that is on Twitter, as well as on Facebook. If you're watching today or tonight rather, and you haven't liked the FreeDem Radio page, shame on you. Like the page real quick and be able to hear and keep up with all of the things that we have going on. With that being said, it's time for me to say God bless and good evening. We're getting out of here with some great music. Keep it locked. We'll be right back with some more stuff on coming Monday, if not tomorrow. So you know how I do. I'll holla.